Hey there everybody, this is Mike Jones from the Connection Games and Comics with my round 2 from Friday Night Magic on June the 14th. This is a Return to Ravnica block draft. My round 2 opponent is Matt. Matt comes into the store quite regularly. Good player. Fun to play against. Nice guy. So here we go with my opening 7. Let's see what I get. A couple of lands. Looks like I got a Beetleform Mage there. That's a keeper. So I won the die roll, so I'll lead off with the Guildgate. Matt leads off with his own Guildgate. He's black-green so far. Having trouble drawing my card. I get a Paralyzing Grasp. So I got a Mind Eye Drake in my hand. No 2-drops, so I'll pass the turn back. He gets a Battering Krasis is the other card there. He plays Plane, so we got 3 colors over there. Draw another Mind Eye Drake. Get another land. And I'll play out the Battering Krasis. The Beetleform Mage is going to allow me to evolve him, so he's going to be swinging in for a 3-2 trample next turn. Matt drops Axebane Guardian. Probably not going to block with that. I don't care if he does, because it's a 0-3. So more land. Hopefully I won't draw as many lands this game as I did at the end of the last game. Anyway, here we go. Drop the Beetleform Mage. That evolves my Krasis. Get in there with the Krasis. Puts Matt down to 17. I think Matt likes to play the 5-color deck, so certainly looking that way so far. And he drops the Azurius Guildgate, so there's all four of the 5 colors, and he plays Battering Krasis. Or Drakewing Krasis, the 3-1 flyer with trample. From Simic for a blue, green, and 1. Anyway, I get more land, so now I've got mana for my Mind Eye Drake. That's going to block the Krasis. That's going to evolve my dude into a 4-3. And this was an interesting choice. Next turn, I could drop another Mind Eye Drake, and my Battering Krasis can become a 5-4, and then he won't have any blocks again. So I think this was a bad decision, allowing him to make the trade here. Anyway, so he throws that in front. He still takes 3 trample damage. That puts him down to 14. And I mean, I got his flyer off the board, but I wasn't worried about that anyway because I had the Mind Eye Drake. And he drops Palisade Giant. That thing is big. So that's the 2/7 that all damage done to anything on his side of the board is redirected to the Giant. Really wish I had my 5-4 Big Daddy right now. That would have made getting rid of that Battering Krasis a whole lot easier. Or that Palisade Giant, sorry. So anyway, I dropped the Call Warrior here, I think, which I just drew, and I'll Paralyzing Grasp his Axebane Guardian again, because he's 5-color. That should hamper his color production. I don't see any red over there yet. There's only one of blue and black so far, so I don't know if that was a good play or not. It seems to slow him down a little bit here. Certainly not going to see any more Drakewing Krasis. It's funny the plural of that one. Alright, so we get a Frilled Oculus that he can make into a 3-5. And I get Brush Strider. Anyway, so I'm looking at my attacks here. I can pump the Call Warrior. I have 6 mana up, so I can make him a 5-5. I have to do 7 damage to his stuff in order to kill that stupid Palisade Giant. So I think I could attack with the whole team, and then whatever he blocks, I can pump. And then I'm like, well, I can't pump both of them. So if he blocks both, one of my guys is dying. So let's just make him, I mean, even if then he does double blocks one guy. And I still lose my dude, so, I think the for sure way to do 7 is Call Warrior with Mind Eye Drake. He's got 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, so he can kill one of my 2 dudes. He probably doesn't want to kill the Mind Eye Drake because it's going to make him mill cards. So I just swing with those 2. He's going to decide how to block here. He can't block the Mind Eye Drake anyway. So he is going to double block, and I'm going to activate. He's going to pump his dude. So he's dealing 5 damage, so that's going to take out the Call Warrior, and I'll take out the Palisade Giant. Seems like a pretty fair trade. I can't. Apparently during the game I forgot that it's all damage dealt to everything. So I had to get some clarification on that. So he's left with the Frilled Oculus there, which can't block either of my flyers. I'm going to make the Beetleform Mage fly, and I got the Mind Eye Drake in my hand, so this game's going pretty well so far. This is how my deck was supposed to work. Anyway, he's going to get in. I am not going to block since I can't pump my Beetleform Mage. He's going to pump, so that does 3 to me, takes me down to 17. And he's going to Runner's Bane my Mind Eye Drake. Man, I wish I had picked up that card. Oh well. Go back and look at the draft video. You'll remember that I took a Selesnya Guildgate over that Runner's Bane, which was a terrible pick considering what I was trying to do. My deck is so light on removal, so. So I've drawn the Mutant's Prey there, but I played the Bush Strider. I got in there for 4, that puts him down to 10 with the Beetleform Mage. Can't attack with the Beetleform Mage and play the Mind Eye Drake right now because I'm a couple mana short, looks like. Or 1 mana short. And I draw the Elusive Krasis. That's quite good. He's going to have a hard time blocking that. I can play it and then evolve it the next turn, get in at least 1. So here I'm going to get in for another 4, that's going to put him down to 6. Then drop the Elusive Krasis. Pass the turn. And he's just drawing dead, it looks like. More land. So there's some red mana finally. Hopefully he was waiting on that. And I drop Croconura, or draw Croconura. So that's going to allow me to get in with the Beetleform Mage. Well, first, what am I going to do here? Yes, do this right. Play the Croconura. That's going to evolve the Elusive Krasis. Then pump my Beetleform Mage and get in for 5. It's going to put him down to 1. He needs to find a whole army of blockers here pretty quick. Or a way to get that Palisade Giant back. So he's got 8 mana available. That's pretty scary that he's counting all that up. What, is he a Merciless Eviction or something? So I've only got 1 thing with a counter on it right now, so the Mutant's Prey isn't quite as good as I was hoping it was going to be. Alright, so he Blast of Geniuses my Elusive Krasis and whiffs, I believe. Yeah. So on to game 2. Yay, I got a game at least. No huge misplays there on my part for a change. Anyway, so I do some sideboarding here. I don't think this was correct either. Mizium Skin, certainly, he didn't show me a lot of stuff other than the Blast of Genius there, and maybe the Runner's Bane. So maybe Mizium Skin should have stayed in. Mind Static also would have been useful against him, but I wanted to be a little more aggressive. I think I should have taken out one of the Mind Eye Drakes instead of the Mizium Skin, or instead of the Mind Static, one of those two. For the 2 Skyline Predators. Skyline Predator is going to help me flash block. Anyway, so I'm mulligan a 1-lander there. And unbox my deck here. Sorry. I don't know how I managed to box it when I was shuffling there. Anyway, so cut that part out and draw my 6. This looks bleh, a lot of land. But okay, So he leads off with the Azorius Guildgate. I draw more land, of course, whenever you get a mana flooded. So I drop the Dryad Militant to start with there. 2-1, he drops something that'll block that. Crawl Warriors, I believe. Call Warriors, not Crawl. So he's got a 2-2 that eventually he's going to be able to pump. I've got a 2-1. Maybe I should have been getting aggressive here and just making him make the trade. But I'm thinking that it's probably... he plays the Chromatic Lantern. That's going to allow him to get all his colors, so no more paralyzing grasps on his Axebane Guardians again. So I'll play the Croconura here. I've got some stuff in my hand that's going to make that bigger, so that's good. This is one of the reasons I don't like playing the 5-color deck, because you have to dedicate slots to things like Chromatic Lantern, which basically means you're not playing a creature or removal in that spot. I mean, the theory is that you're going to have much higher card quality. So he drops, what is that, 3-3? That's going to screw up my Croconura plans for the time being. Can't get through that right now. Anyway, I drop, Voral, yay, which evolves my Croconura, so that's going to allow my Croconura to get bigger, assuming that it survives. So now I've got a 2-4, a 2-1, and a 1-4 that I can pay green to blue to double my tokens. At least he saw the play at least one game. So in my hand I got Skywatch, and is that a Mind-Eye Drake and an Island? So he's going to attack with a 3-3. Oh no, that's a Deadbridge Goliath. That's what that is, right. The 5-5. I'm not getting in front of that. Ugh. See, that's with these things. Better card quality. And he drops the Drakewing Krasis again. So now he's got a flyer. I have a reach guy. Anyway, I've got 5 mana. Let's play the Mind-Eye Drake. That'll evolve Croc. So he's going to be able to block. So now I've got 2, 4, 6. I have enough toughness to take out the Deadbridge Goliath. Then he's just going to scavenge it back onto something. And I got a Skywatch there. What I really want to draw here is Totally Lost, so that I can, whatever he scavenges the 5+1/+1 counters onto, I can bounce back to his hand. Or a Paralyzing Grasp would be good, so I can just grasp it down after it gets in for one hit. But really the only 2 outs in my deck for Deadbridge Goliath that's been scavenged onto something huge. Anyway, so he really doesn't get punished for attacking here. If he attacks and I don't block, then he gets 5 damage through. If I do block, he has the mana to scavenge the Deadbridge Goliath onto anything he wants, which is probably the Drakewing Krasis. If you know, an 8/6 flyer with trample, seems pretty good. This game ends funnily. Anyway, so he Angelic Edicts my Croc, and swings with the 5/5. I don't really want to give Voral up, so I just throw the Dryad Militant under the bus. And I draw Battering Krasis. So far I've only got 1 green mana source, so I can only play 1 green spell a turn. I wish I could have been doubling up my counters on the Croc, although that wouldn't have mattered, I guess. Because he edict it. That's hard to say. Anyway, pass the turn back. Really need to hold something back. So now I've got 5 up again. I'm going to take it this time. It puts me down to 10. Draw a land. I can play either of the 6 drops in my hand. He drops the Ceruli Gate, or not the Ceruli. Was it the Ceruli ones? Whatever. The Gatekeeper that gains you 7 life. He's got more than 2 gates out there, so. There we go. There's my land. So both my 6 drops are now live, and we'll evolve my dude. So let's drop Spurious Skywatch, and evolve Battering Krasis, and detain the Deadbridge Goliath. Survive another turn. And pass the turn back. He's got 5, 6 mana available, it looks like. Pays 4 and puts 1,000 lashes on Voral. Yikes. That's painful. So I'm gonna slowly start leaking life here. Alright, so Dead Bridge is no longer detained. I take 1 from the 1,000 lashes and draw Beetleform Mage, which is no longer going to evolve my Battering Krasis. So I can flash in the Skyline Predator at the end of his turn, or when he attacks, and hopefully take out the Dead Bridge and evolve my Battering Krasis. Or I could just play the Beetleform Mage and have another 4/4 blocker. Oh, except I only have the 1 green source. So, do I have an attack here? I can get in with the Mind Eye Drake. That puts him down to 25. And I pass the turn back. I guess I'm going to flash out the Skyline Predator here if I can. Matt's thinking about what he can do. I got a long road to hoe here, so here comes Dead Bridge again. I can't block with him. Nice try, Mike. Alright, so what am I doing? I guess so flash in Skyline Predator. I forgot that 1,000 lashes means you can't block. It's not stab wound. That evolves Battering Krasis into a 4/3. So I'll put my 4/3 and my 3/3 in front of it. He gets to kill one of the 2 of them. And Dead Bridge is going to go to his yard, which he can then scavenge onto something. He's trying to think which one he wants to kill, or whether he's got a trick. I can't afford to take 5 here, not with the 1,000 lashes, taking 1 a turn off my life total. But I'm still in this game, I think. You know, let's say he puts the tokens on the Battering Krasis. That's going to make it a 8/6. So, and I've got a 3/4 and a 2/5, so I need 1 more flyer, assuming he kills the Skywatch here. But I got the Beetleform Mage in my hand, so I know that I'm going to have enough flyers, assuming I can get another green source, to be able to deal with the big guy. It's going to take out most of my team to do it. So he gets rid of the Battering Krasis, though, which is an interesting choice. And then he scavenges Dead Bridge Goliath onto the Drakewing Krasis, like I thought, making it an 8/6. He thinks about it for a second. 8/6 flying with trample seems pretty good, Matt. Yeah. Alright. Anyway, so I untap. So I have enough power on my Air Force that I'll block that thing. So I draw the Elusive Krasis. Again, only 1 green source in my deck. So so frustrating sometimes. If I had drawn an equal amount of green and blue, I could have cast both of those and had a 1/4 unblock or 1/5 unblockable. Anyway, I'm figuring out I need to keep all 3 of them back to be able to block that Krasis and kill it. 3, 5, 6, 7 damage, so can't attack. So let's just play the Elusive Krasis. Hope that I can build him up big enough to start getting in there. Would have been so much nicer if I could have actually cast Beetleform Mage that turn as well. So Matt has 7 mana now. I'm not sure there's much. I don't know if he wants to give up the Drake-Wing Crisis yet, but I'm just praying for a totally lost or a paralyzing grasp. Anyway, take one more from the 1000 lashes. Draw Drudge Beetle. I'd much rather play the Beetleform Mage. That evolves my Crisis. He's not on blocking duty anyway, so in he goes. Get Matt down to 24. Definitely losing the race as it stands right now. That Drudge Beetle next turn is going to evolve my Crisis, another thing. It's still I'm a long way from winning this race. At some point I would probably, if I had gotten there, run the Drudge Beetle into his walls there so that I could scavenge it back onto the elusive Crisis. Anyway, I finally draw my other forest. So let's play the Drudge Beetle. Now I have mana up to activate the Beetle if I need to, so that gets him down to 22, and I'm at 6 from the 1000 lashes, pass the turn back. He is now up to 8 mana. He's up to 9 mana? I guess so. Because in comes the Drake-Wing Crisis. I'll make my Beetleform a flyer, and I'm sticking them all in front of that. If he has any... he Blood Rushes Scar Goliath onto it for 7. So +9/+9. So that's making him a 17/15. And my guys, I have 16 toughness. I would have milled him a bunch there, but basically that's the end of that game because I'm taking 1 damage. I'm at 5, but he's got a huge flyer, and I lose all my flyers that turn. So that game's done. On to game 3. So opening hand is a bunch of lands and some 3-drops and a 5/6 drop. So that seems pretty good. I'll keep this. Matt's gonna mulligan his hand, which bodes well for me. So here he's got his 6-lander, or a 6-card hand. I don't know if he's got 6 lands in it or not. Maybe he does, because he throws it back again, and he'll go down to 5. So here's his 5-card hand, and he's going to keep. And I get to go, so I'll lead off with Force, pass turn. He leads off Gilgate, go. Island, pass turn. I'm going to lead off with Croconura here if I can. I draw Call Warrior, but I'll still lead off with the Croconura, use my mana efficiently. Not to mention the Call Warrior is going to evolve the Croconura next turn. He drops an Axebane Guardian. I'll run into that all day. I get some more land. Let's drop that Call Warrior. Evolve my Croconura, pass the turn back. So it looks like I got the Skywatch and a Skyline in my hand. Or is that a Mind Eye Drake? There we go, Brush Strider. That's going to evolve Croc again. And I've got another land in my hand. So land's coming this game, can't complain about that. Maybe it's coming a little too much. Am I going to get in here? I should have... No, he's got a 3/3 over there, so... Oh, is that the Dead Bridge Goliath again? Sorry, why do I keep thinking that's this Krasda monitor? Alright. So once again with... big fatties. More land! Not what I was hoping for. Anyway, so I'll get in there, the Call Warrior, see if he wants to block. Make him a 5/5 if I have to. He's tapped out except for the Axebane Guardian. Yeah, he's gonna do it, and I'll make that trade. And pass turn back. He's getting his land online. 6/4. That's the 4/4 flyer that gives everything with +1/+1 counters on it flying. I guess I should have taken that card. What did I take over that? It was a Guildgate maybe, I don't know. Or the Croconura. Not looking like a good idea right now. So I'll drop Skywatch here. Detain his Sapphire Drake. Do I attack? Yeah, let's get in there. 3/1 Vigilance dude. He's gonna kill anything on his that's able to block right now because the Drake's detained. He's thinking about it. He's just gonna take it, I bet. I guess he could trade for the Call Warrior, but Brush Strider doesn't have tokens on him, so he's not as scary. And right now my Croconura is a 3/5, so at least it blocks the Sapphire Drake. And I can double block and kill it. The Predator as well in my hand if I get a chance. Or even the Skywatch, I guess. Would be a decent trade. He's counting his mana again, that's never a good sign. And for 6 we see Palisade Giant again. 2/7 that eats all the damage. That thing's hard to get through. Alright, drop Paralyzing Grasp. That's kind of an answer, but not really. I'm wondering if I should have grasped his Axebane, but I'm saving the mana so I can drop Skyline Predator here. Hopefully do the surprise. 6 mana, he's going to put... Yeah, no, that was a huge play mistake on my part. I should have attacked. I knew he had the Deadbridge Goliath in his yard to scavenge onto that. So now I gotta deal 12 damage just to kill that thing. What a mistake. So he's attacking for 7 here. If I had attacked in last turn, yes, I would have made some bad trades. But at least I would have gotten rid of that stupid giant before he could scavenge onto it. So I'll flash in Predator at the end of the turn. I got 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage on the board right now. And I've got Voral in my hand. Oh, Paralyzing Grasp on that thing. That was dumb. Just swing. Lose your dudes. Kill the stupid Palisade Giant while you have the chance. I get Voral on the board. Now I don't want to swing because I'm going to double up the tokens on my Croconura. Again, kill Palisade Giant when you have the opportunity, no matter what it costs you. Because it's still going to, like, he can attack with impunity here, no matter what I do. If I can't do 12 damage to the attacking creature, which I can't because I can't stick the Voral or the Brush Strider in front of his flyer, then his Sky lives and whatever I put in front of it dies, but I don't see that right away. So I'm going to let him get a free creature off of me here. Yeah, so many play mistakes here. So frustrating. Angelic Edict the Croconura, so there goes the plan with the Voral. Sigh. And here comes the Sapphire Drake. I'm going to make a stupid trade. Let's put those two guys in front and do 6 damage. Wait, 6 damage gets redirected to that thing. Yes, right. I lose. Now I can only do 3, 6, 7 damage. I can't kill the stupid thing anymore. I draw Mutant's Prey, which is dead card in my hand because none of my token things are around anymore. So I had 2 turns when I could have killed the Palisade Giant, and then I could have Paralyzing Grass the Sapphire Drake. So yeah, just bad plays. Playing too fast, not thinking it through. So I punt this game. Not doing anything with, not blocking again, that was stupid, so taking 4. Down to 9. He drops Drakewing Krasis. He can kind of attack with impunity now. I get Beetle Form Mage. Not terrible, so now I'm up to 4, 7, 10, 11 damage. Still not enough to get rid of this stupid giant. So mad at myself at this point. On a bit of a tilt. Anyway, so he gets to come in for 7 here. I don't have any good blocks still. Down to 2. And I gotta draw something that's going to kill the giant this turn, or that's pretty much game. I can chump, but draw more land. Mutant's Praise, dead card in my hand. And I scoop it up there. He's coming in next turn. I could chump, but what's the point? I'm, like I said, on a bit of a tilt because I screwed up so badly there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.